You might be wondering, who is James Sinka? I'm a startup founder and a nerd, but first and foremost, I'm a scientist. I remember having my mind blown as a kid by black holes. And just like any good kid, I played lots and lots of video games. Just like in those games, I wanted to harness the power of the universe. But really, I wanted to harness the powers of science to solve real problems like climate change. So I did just that. I became a chemist at the Nanopower Research Lab, researching new solar energies. 1 year later, I hijacked an inkjet printer to print out solar panels, just like you would a piece of paper. My dream was to make solar panels at the same speed that they can print newspapers or magazines. Think about how crazy that would be. Armed with this inspiration and vision, I pitched my research advisor that our lab should completely scrap everything and run full speed ahead in coating the world with solar panels. But to my dismay, my research advisor said no. He wanted a tenure position, but I wanted to change the world. Determined to find a way, I kept hacking away on the weekends, using a tiny $500 grant I got from a cool club on campus. The early results from this weekend won me a $3,000 scholarship from the College of Science. And it got me more materials and allowed me to pay for hundreds of more experiments. A few business plans after, and I became the first ever undergraduate funded by New York State with a check of $75,000. We found a buyer for the panels that we developed and a manufacturer who could actually develop and print them. And all it cost me was sleepless nights and a roaring coffee addiction. But as we dove into the numbers, we realized we were screwed. Solar cells on a farm or on your roof isn't the limiting factor that's holding back solar adoption. Ergo, I couldn't solve climate change, so we moved on. See, my team and I were drinking about a gallon of cold brew a day. So we invented our way out of the problem, and we patented a method to make cold brew coffee in just 30 minutes instead of 24 hours. Determined to not make the same mistake twice, I started a profitable coffee business. This business got into Y Combinator and then blossomed into a very profitable cannabis extraction service. After raising $500,000, I felt like I could do more. I still didn't feel like I was living up to my potential. I thought my highest calling in life wasn't to be a weed barista. At first, we pivoted to being a sleep coaching service, and then an app for biohackers to optimize their sleep with. But sadly, being a sleep coach just didn't scratch the same hardware itch that I'd been having. I felt this calling to return to deep tech. So now, I teach scientists how to commercialize and scale their research. I'm using what I learned to help other scientists bring their dreams to life. Science is a public good. We all benefit when great technology leaves the lab. So if you want to join me in making a world where scientific breakthroughs are nourished, make sure you subscribe.